Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Oh, yeah. We need lots of help over here. It's the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, www.brealtvcontest. What it do?
Spark a little one up.
That's right. and our special guest today is a Smokebox alumni,
Yes, I am.
Miss Janelle West Coast up
What's
in
up?
there.
Hi, guys. Nice to be here again.
Welcome
Yes, welcome back. We also have DJ C minus,
What up?
Mr. Goodlight.
Happy 2 for Tuesday.
We got the legendary Psycho Leezy.
What it do? What it do?
Treehouse Crew, Bolton Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, what up, B? We can't complain.
I know you can't. I'll kick you right out of here.
You better not.
We got the legendary strong one himself, Steph Tom.
What up, everybody? I'm complaining about all kinds of shit.
For starters. You got a whole list.
Yeah, but you're allowed. He's not. Sorry. Not equal right now. Chanel, I want to congratulate you on many things because since
Thank
you did the
you.
box, I mean, so much has happened.
Life has
Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
Year and a half now? Or
Yeah,
two?
she's 20 months.
20 months.
You know, I'm bad at math. Whenever people ask, I'm like,
Me too.
I'm like,
Don't
yeah, I
trip.
think that's a year and a half. Yeah, no, she's a year and a half, and she's amazing. Like, she's like the best thing to ever happen to me. I love her.
That's the life-changing
Yeah.
thing that happens to all of us. Once
Yeah.
we have kids, it's like a whole different ball game.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. It's like I thought that like I didn't have enough time on, like before, and I'm like, how did I even complain about not having enough time before? Like this
Yeah,
baby
right.
takes up my whole life now, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how you like once you become a parent, I always joke, I'm like, you're literally like on autopilot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you just figure it out and like just do it, you know?
Yeah. It's learning hands-on.
Yeah.
A lot of it. I mean, you know, like you could get guidance from friends that are mothers and your own mom, and you know, if you have an older sister who you know had kids first, you get all the information possible to prepare you.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's nothing like doing it.
Nope.
You know, because y'all all go through it, and as the fathers, we, you know, a part of it, going through that process too, and it's you learn some shit every day, no matter how much somebody told you, hey, this is how this goes or that goes.
Yeah.
The hands-on learning is real.
Yep, and because every kid's different too. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people would try to give me advice before, and I never even encountered any of those scenarios. So I'm like, they were like scaring me for nothing, and then I'm like, I didn't even have to deal with that, you know?
Yeah, just sort of prepping you for what might.
Yeah, trying to prep me, but like a lot of people would scare me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to hear this. I just want to go with the flow, you know?
And it's not as scary as you thought, right?
Not at all.
Yeah.
And they're literally, I was just joking the other day. I'm like, babies are like rubber. Like, you're so scared that they're gonna hurt themselves, and like you're scared about them falling or bumping their head, but like, you know, this little girl's durable. Let's just say that.
Hey,
she's a little daredevil. So
It's crazy because you do that dance, man. Like, you know, new parents are like, okay, I got to safeguard the house. All the edges to the tables.
Yes.
We got tables with edges. We got to put rubber shit on them. Or we got to get rid of those tables and round off the edges and all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But you're right. The kids are resilient.
very.
You know, like we forget that.
Yeah.
Because we used to bounce off shit too, and, and you know, take hard falls and you know come back from
Yeah.
that.
Fall down and not you know even trip to get back up. Okay, cool. Everything's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Now these
just
days.
hard falls.
Now they're just hard falls. And the
There's no
comeback
good
is
falls nowadays.
No, not today.
and the comeback is tough.
Tough.
And also, you stepped away from ridiculousness and started to do your own thing. Yeah, congratulations
Thank
on
you
that.
so much.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm really excited. I got this new TV show Thursday, July 18th. I hope everybody who has cable tunes in. Streaming is really killing the cable game. So we're like, but you can stream it also on Hulu, which is amazing. And yeah, it's going to be on MTV Thursday, July 18th. It's called The West Coast Hustle. I fought hard for that show title name.
Nice.
I was like, this is what the show needs to be called. Let's get it.
Hey, I mean, it's part of your name, so it makes sense to do that. And that's cool that MTV, gave you that platform to do you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for MTV. Like, I grew up watching MTV religiously. My dad has videos of me as a little kid, and my first name's Chelsea, so I have a little video where I'm like, this is Chelsea TV. It's better than MTV and VH1. Yeah. And I manifested this. You know what I mean? Like, since I was a little kid, it was like I was obsessed with MTV, wanted my own TV show, and I really do feel like I manifested it, really.
And that's real shit. We talk about that all the time, saying the things you want, like seeing it and saying it, and then obviously putting the work in towards it. But there's a lot to manifestation for sure.
Yep.
Especially when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You really mean it.
If the dreams were the dreams back then and you were saying it, you meant it.
You meant it.
You put it in the world early. Yeah. So it's just a matter of catching up to it. Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah, okay, yeah. Kick rocks. All right. Oh, Aton. But thank you for that, Aton. Out of here, and thank you at the same time. But this show is that you're doing is based off your family, right? With you.
It's really about it's about my life. It's a more in-depth look into who Chanel West Coast is. People have only seen me laughing and being funny on ridiculousness, and they get to really know my life now. And my life it's pretty hectic. It's being a mom and also juggling a career in Hollywood and still trying to really make it where I want with my music career, because I haven't blown up with my music yet. Like, people are like, you're already famous, and I'm like, I don't care about fame. I care about success with my music. Like, that's what I really want.
Because that was one of the things you wanted to do early on as well, right?
Exactly. Like, that's all I ever really wanted to do was music, and it somehow led to being on TV.
It'll happen.
And
thank you.
I mean, you already manifested everything else. You're doing the same now. You can feel that energy.
Yeah. And I know and I know that you went through some struggles with that shit in the beginning, because people judged you based on the fact that you were on this show, and they weren't really necessarily trying to give you flowers on the music yet, and you had to power through that. And I give you props for that shit, because I heard bars there early on.
Thank you. We have a song together,
yes,
actually.
Exactly. and that's why we did it, because I heard the bars, and I thought what you were doing was dope.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, because I literally grew up listening to you. My mom played a lot of Cypress Hill. So
well, thank you, Mom.
My mom's mad cool. It's so funny too. I was just telling him before, and this is actually a really full circle manifestation type thing, I think, too. So I was in a music video when I was a kid. My mom was friends with the band. They were called Amen. Amen. Yeah. And so I was the little kid in the video, and it was directed by Dean Carr, who did your guys' one of your most famous videos.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is where we filmed the music video, that's the studio they film Ridiculousness now.
Oh, wow.
So where I was filming Ridiculousness for the past years. And so I got chills when I first pulled up to that studio. I was like, wait, I remember filming that music video here as a kid. And now I was filming Ridiculousness there. And I was like, yo, this is so full circle. It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it's a small world too,
Absolutely.
My mom, I feel like my mom probably knows a bunch of people. My mom was very in the rock scene.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salute to Dean Carr. He's one of the dopest directors out there.
Yeah, super dope.
Yeah. He did also the Puppet Master for the Soul Assassins album.
Oh, sick.
With myself and Dre.
Nice.
Painted me up as a gold devil. That was
as a kid, I was a little evil Catholic schoolgirl in the video with a crown of thorns around my head.
See, that makes sense for Dean.
Dean Carr.
That makes sense for Dark Dean.
Yeah, he had me swinging on a wrecking ball, and then I remember Miley Cyrus came out with it, and I was like, dude, I've been done that.
Did it first.
I did it first.
Did it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dean is great. He's one of the dopest guys out there. He knows how to put a dark visual image together that's like it could be psychedelic or just trippy.
Yep.
You know, and definitely dark.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
we're
that's
30
a vibe.
years down the road. He's still going strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. Salute
Did,
to Dean Carr. We got to
hell
get
yeah.
him over here.
Yeah, you
Talk about
should.
some of the videos he's
No,
done.
so when you said dark, I remember my mom told me, my mom's like, he has a coffin in his house. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that he like rents out or something. like people want to sleep in it. I was like, wait, what?
He was like into like the horror movies, those genres and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
he's totally into that type of shit because some of the imagery he puts out there is pretty out there.
It is
but
pretty out there, but it's all so dope. Like
Yeah.
visually, like cinematically, like everything looks like a movie. You know? It
listen,
does.
I don't know any director that had Dr. Dre out there painted up like an evil pope. I don't know anybody. That's
crazy.
some shit to pull off right there. You know what I mean? To get Dre to like, I was young, you know what I'm saying? And I was going to ride the line for DJ Muggs in the project. So I allowed myself to be painted up.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't like something I foresaw me doing in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, paint me up? What? All right. I didn't even look at the treatment. That was my bad. I should have looked at the treatment.
But they paint your whole body?
All the way up, torso up, and then stuck horns on me and some crazy ass,
Crazy.
hands and fingers. It was a trip. You know what I mean? But like aside from that, they had Dre like as this ghostly Pope type character. And I ain't seen him do that for nobody in any other video. I mean, he's done shit with Eminem, but like that, I haven't seen that. And for Dean Carr to convince you to do some shit like that, it takes a G. There he goes. Like he looked like Papa Shango and the Pope at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Pope Shango,
That's funny.
brother of Papa Shango. That's Pope Shango.
Pope Shango.
But yeah, it's cool working with Dean. And aside from that, you were talking about music. You just put out a new single just recently, right?
So I put out a new single semi-recently. It's called Talk is Cheap. And it's a little different. It's a little bit more rock vibes. It's still hip-hop, but like has more like rock undertones. There's like electric guitar in it and everything. Yeah, it's a really cool song. You should check it out. The lyrics kind of say it all. It's just like I'm not a sellout.
Yeah. Who produced it for you?
My boy Bill produced it. Billion Coast. He actually has Coast in his name as well.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, like, did he do the whole album?
So
or just the song?
he did part of my album. I actually did like this cool little writing camp with him and a few of my boys a couple years ago. And we made a gang of songs. And then I was getting ready to gear up to put out the album in 2021, 22. I'm so bad at like figuring out what year it is. But then I got pregnant. And I was like, okay, well, I can't drop an album while I'm pregnant because then I can't tour. I also was in like a high risk pregnancy, so it wasn't like I could still be out here like Cardi B, like just like doing it,
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just put this on hold. And then after I had my baby, then there was some changes in my career with TV, and I got this offer to do this TV show. And so I'm like, well, if I got a TV show now, I'm definitely going to put the music out with the show because I'm independent. So I'm like, I need the TV show push. So then I held the music up even longer to come out now with the show. So I'm finally dropping my album with the show this summer. Yeah.
Did you for the show, are you implementing any of your music into the show?
Yes, and I'm so grateful to MTV. Like
That's dope.
I'm telling you, it's crazy because people even say too, they're like, oh, MTV doesn't play music anymore and stuff. I'm like, yo, like my show is literally about me doing music. Like I'm bringing it back as much as I can. You know what I mean? So yeah, they let me feature a few of my singles in it, and my song is like used in the promo for the commercials, which is another song I'm about to drop in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. It's like features my music a ton.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you got to, utilize the platform.
Exactly.
That's
And
definitely.
it's MTV. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's what I'm trying to slowly but surely. I have a great relationship with MTV and Paramount because Paramount owns MTV now. And I'm trying to slowly but surely just show them like I know I could do more for this network. You know, I want to. I have a first look deal, so I want to produce other shows, and not just like be like a person in the show. You know, I have ideas for other shows like game shows, you know, dating shows, funny clip shows. So right now I'm like trying to pitch them some ideas.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean, you basically grew up to MTV, so
Yep.
you know, it's like that's sort of the pulse,
Yeah.
right? People that grow up to it, they know what other folks that watch the channel, what they want to see and what they might want to fuck with, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
This week on All My Baby's Mamas.
There you go. Change the brand. Baby's mamas.
and there's some kids now that don't remember. Well, they weren't around when MTV did play 24-hour videos
Yeah.
and play
Yeah.
music all the time. Like they were like, no, come on. There's always game shows. Like, no, we used to have it like,
I remember from when I was a kid, like little, I would just sit there and watch video after video.
yeah, and it was all different.
Yeah.
and it was, and they don't, they can't even fathom that.
Well,
thought.
you know what it is now is that MTV, like VH1 and some of the other ones like BET, they have a bunch of sub MTV channels, right? So they created MTV 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest, right?
Yeah.
So all that music lives in those different spaces there. You just got to go down the dial depending on what service you use. Like, so if it's Spectrum, you know, it's later on. It's not where the main MTV channel is, but the other MTV channels are up there, the ones that just play music as opposed to programming, like TV style programming. All the music shit is it's there. You just have to look for it.
Yeah.
It's not the primary thing anymore. The primary thing is the programming.
I did think it's like a simple numbers game, really. At the end of the day, you know, they had all the music videos forever, and that was what it was, and that's exciting, you know, to those who love music. But when they went Real World, Jersey Shore, you know, and Teen Mom, and every other show in the world that came around, you know what I mean? Reality programming just had way more numbers. Like, why would you play videos?
Well, not only that.
When you could show shows and everybody wants to see the wreck.
Well,
They're
not
like,
only
"Bring
that.
it on."
Yeah.
Not only that. It's like in this realm of programming, they're paying for their own original content to be made as opposed to having to pay for licensing on music. And especially if it's top 20, top 40 music, that's more expensive. You know what I mean? So like, okay, we'll just push this shit to the side and come up with our own programming, and the music will, you know, just sort of take a back seat because it's a better investment. You're investing in your own content, and this is what MTV did early, and that's why they're big. That's why they're still rocking.
All the jackass stuff.
In spite of not playing music in the front of everything as it was before. They still have it.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, this is what they're focused on because this is, you know, more impactful for them.
I think it's like you said, like everybody wants to see all these reality shows. I think it's like
just more viewers.
it's more viewers. Well, it's like these people too. Like that's what people love about reality TV. The fan base of reality TV, I feel like they just love that they can relate to people. Like it's more real. You know, it's not like watching a show where you know it's fake. Like you know what I'm
acting and
saying?
shit, yeah.
You're like, oh, this is this person's like life, and like I have a similar life to them. I can relate. You know, like the girls on Teen Mom or whatever. So I think it's like this relatability thing, and I think that's even like it's the same with social media now, where like, you know, these kids are coming up out of nowhere as artists, and it's because there's a million 15-year-olds who just like are like, oh, they're cool and like I can relate to them and I want to be like them, and then next thing you know they're doing crazy streams because so many kids like just relate, you know?
Yep, absolutely. And you know, and that's the one thing that MTV tapped into a long time ago, and they stay tapped into it.
Yep. They always are on top of like what is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they stay young, and that's good. You know, for what they represent. I mean, yeah, man.
Every version of young does what every version of old did. You know, I mean, everybody's trying to just make their little mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They won't get that name up. You know what I mean? Everyone's trying to get up. I mean, that's all it is. And and then you get there, and then one day while you was busy getting, you know, doing your thing, and you was living it up, you know, because you know your dream was coming true. You were totally blind to the fact that the next generation is now already chomping away doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it just happens over and over and over.
And what's crazy is they do it faster.
Yeah. Well, because they got more things at their disposal now.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have everything to, all the tools to win. You just have to have the want and, the discipline to get out there and do some shit and stay consistently on your game.
Well, discipline is universal to all things. Whatever fill in the blank is, a little bit of discipline. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there are plenty of talented people that aren't disciplined.
Oh,
and they never get to the point that they could get to because of that lack of discipline.
that's why I'm saying that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got the discipline,
Bruce Lee discipline.
it's going to be great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Lee discipline.
That's a crazy level of discipline.
That's a hell of a level of discipline.
Yeah.
That ain't Shaolin.
I'm training even when I don't have to train.
Them fools is taking it to the crotch. Like, it ain't nothing.
Oh, the Shaolin. Oh, that is the craziest shit when you see them put up the training videos and the dudes at the top of the steps, and each monk comes up and takes a kick to the balls, and he's just handling it.
Well, thank you.
He's just handling it.
Just taking it like he didn't just kick you hard as he could. Pow! Like,
Pow!
Oh.
Yeah, no, they ain't going easy on each other.
No.
There's probably one monk that's got a little bit of a grudge too on that.
Oh, he's into it.
motherfucker up there as like
Coming in hard.
They probably taped their balls up or something like that.
I don't know. I don't
think
even
it's just hanging there.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Oh, here goes.
But I don't want to feel it neither. He took 3.
Why?
How? Like I just saw my baby accidentally kick my boyfriend, and she's like a tiny thing, and he was like, "Oh."
Yeah, yeah. That's a little baby kick to the balls. Imagine a man kick to the ball.
Repeatedly.
size
repeatedly.
8 shoe, 9, 10, 12.
No,
That wouldn't feel good at all.
no, thank
But hey, that's the lack of. I mean, that's the amount of training and discipline they put in to be able to take some shit like
That's
that.
crazy.
you.
Now I don't know if I need that kind of discipline, but
I don't.
No,
Hell no.
some is better than none.
For real.
no. I know when to not touch the stove anymore.
Oh yeah. No.
No, like no.
But I'm just saying it speaks to like staying on your game. Like so, like if you have a pattern of the things that you're gonna do to get ahead, right, or the things you think will get you ahead. So I'm gonna do A, B, C, right?
Yeah.
You got to stay doing that, right? The minute you you push a little bit forward, some people get complacent and sort of just stay there,
Yeah.
right? Instead of like, okay, now it's time to push to the next level. But you got to stay sort of on course, and you might pick up a couple new things along the way to add into the shit you're doing, but it's all about consistency. It's like podcasting, right? My bro Julio G, salute. Legendary Julio G. One time he told me, he goes, "Hey, if you're gonna start all this streaming shit and all this podcasting shit, make sure that you be consistent. And it's gonna gonna take some time, and you're gonna have to sacrifice time to do this shit. But if you're gonna build a platform, you have to stay consistent."
Yes.
And that shit stuck with me. And he goes, and then realized you're not gonna be able to stop it. Right?
True.
Yeah.
And I realized that a while back. So I'm like, shit.
You're like,
I
no,
can't
I'm stuck doing this.
Yeah,
stop doing this
things
shit.
could be way worse. I mean, the reality is you're being you.
Hey, and if
How
you,
can't go wrong there?
and that's a good thing if you can't stop it, because that means you built something. You know what I mean? So stay consistent.
That's
with
it.
what
Yeah.
you're trying to do. Eventually, you get there.
Be careful for what you wish for. Okay.
Yeah, true. Hey, look, not like as a writer, and you could say this, and you could probably say this too. You know what I mean? Like our first bars weren't it.
Oh,
You know, like the
definitely
very first verse I ever wrote, it wasn't it. It took me many of tries to get to where I was like, oh, well, maybe I can do this. And like, okay, let me try something else. And like, the more you do it, the better you get at it. It's like they say, you spend the hours doing some shit, you're going to get good at it. So if you're writing every day, if you're rehearsing, through days in the week and just going through all the motions, being creative, that's just going to be innate. It's going to become innate, like second nature in you. And it adds to being able to push forward. And it's all on you at that point. You could sit on your hands or you keep moving forward.
Yeah.
True.
No, I definitely think I'm almost happy that like I didn't have like the exact success I wanted to have with my music when I first started putting out music, because like that music was dope enough to be hits on the radio. Why it didn't work out, I don't know, but I think it just was like some like universal plan to like make me strive to be better, because like my music's 10 times better now. So now when it does blow up, it's like it's gonna be really my best foot forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think some people do get like complacent, and then it's like then their stuff isn't as good because they just like blew up too fast or something, and then like got a lot of money, and then now they're like, oh, I'm chilling, you know, and then they kind of fall off.
Yeah.
It's almost good to have a struggle because it makes you get better, you know?
We'll never know what our real judgment is until we're going to be long gone. You know what I mean? The real judgment for every one of us happens after every one of us is gone, and we can never be that again. So whatever we did is all that's left.
Yep.
That's when you'll know, and you won't be here for that.
Welcome to the dark side.
Welcome to the dark side.
You know, we're just building that story every day until we're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why you're always, you know, working to do something great. You know what I mean? You're just trying to stack all the chips. You know, you want to build that pile up.
Or hit different plateaus.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, some people got one goal, and when they get there, you know, it's either they sit on that, or you know they try to maintain where they're at, right?
Many goals are good.
But if you got many goals, you just get this one done, pop to the next one,
Yeah.
and then the next one. I mean, it's good to just keep branching out, as opposed to
Definitely.
like staying in one fucking place.
Yep.
You know, and you've done that well. You've been able to, you know, do a bunch of different things, and you're still pushing forward. And
Thank you.
you
Yeah.
know, that like with the podcast too. You've got a podcast
Yeah.
now popping
thank you.
off.
You should come on my podcast.
I'm going
too.
to. Please believe that.
Yeah, no, it's like even with that too, I was like, dang, like I'm like, I swear somebody shadow banned me. Nobody's watching this shit. But then it started to build.
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks later, people started catching on,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, okay, I guess I really gotta like just like you said, stay consistent, just
Yeah.
keep doing it, and as I've just kept doing it, more and more people are finding out, and it's cool. It's like I love to do it too because you know, I loved being on Ridiculousness, but I'm not in control of that. I don't edit the show. You know, they're trying to fit certain things in. Let's just say like I feel like I didn't get to like speak my mind enough.
Right.
And I loved being on Ridiculousness, but I do love on my podcast that, you know, I get to talk about things like even just now talking with you guys, like for people to get to know you when they've only seen like a tiny side of you
Right.
for so long, like that means a lot to me, because it's like I want people to know like I'm not always laughing. I'm not always like, I think they like see that and they're like, oh, this person's life is so easy, like and they like become envious or something, and it's like, yo, I have struggled so much, like y'all would all relate to me, you know, and I want people to see that, and that's what I love from the podcast, and being able to just like, you know, do more things where I can speak my mind.
It allows you to show, you know, yourself and be yourself and do you, where as opposed to an edited, you know, laugh or a you know 20-second piece.
Yeah.
And people are judgmental in this time. They don't know shit about you, but they're like see that and judge you for that, and there ain't even anything to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a damn shame that it's like that, but it's great that you're starting a podcast.
Thank you.
And or that you started the podcast
Yeah.
and started knocking it down and letting people get to know you in that
Yeah.
regard. You know what I'm saying? Letting all that other shit, you know, breathe and saying, hey, this is what it is. Come check out what I'm doing over here.
And that's actually a thing that is with the guests too. Like, you know, there's some guests who are like, you're a legend. Too Short came on, he's a legend. But I have a few guests who, they're kind of people who I think get judged also. Like,
Right.
you know, like my one homegirl, Andrea. She's like a real funny person on TikTok, but she's like a legit comedian. She's like hosts a radio show on the East Coast. And so like, I love having people like that come on and like get to like, it's like the same situation with me where they get to be like, yo, I do this. I have, there's so much more to me. So like, that's kind of a running theme with guests too, is we like to have people and who you don't expect them to have all this other stuff going on,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, because you only see one side
Yeah.
of this person.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the cool shit about podcasts to me. You know what I mean? That a lot more people are doing them to show the different things that they're doing it to, whether it's, you know, whether it's for entertainment purposes or, educational or philanthropy, like, talking about things that they can get involved with.
Or politics.
Or
'cause Lord
politics.
knows there's
Oh.
5,000 politics podcasts.
Oh my
Man.
God. Politics is
So many.
It's like there's too many at this point.
Oh my
Literally.
God. Yeah. I mean, we're flooded with that shit on the news every day. I mean, because you got these 2 fucking senior citizens people got to choose from. It's ridiculous. It should be 65 at the, the oldest.
dude.
I really feel like it should be a cutoff. It's
Yeah,
insane.
65. This is the year they retire all corporate CEOs. They start getting them off into
Oh,
retirement.
cool.
And giving them the gold watch and whole shit. Thank you for the service.
They get all the parades.
Because they're too old, and by their design, they're too old to run the company. They need new blood, new ideas, all this, right? And it should be like that for who runs our fucking country, man.
dude.
Like youngest 45, oldest 65.
There you go.
And let it
I'm
be
with-
that, because these,
Have we ever had a president in their 40s?
I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah.
Obama.
Ooh.
Obama?
Yeah.
Obama was
Obama.
in his 40s, yeah.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
is he the youngest president?
One of them.
One of them, yeah.
I think JFK, too, is in his 40s.
He was, maybe late 30s.
Roosevelt, who became
Roosevelt.
president at 42.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, Beery with the quick
Yeah.
Thanks.
answer.
Who is
No,
that?
he didn't
Like
know that.
God?
He didn't know that. That wasn't something off the top
him
of
up
his head.
there. Yeah, he had
Okay.
to search for that. He didn't know that. His mom's disappointed that it took him that long to answer. She's listening, by the way.
Hi, Mom.
But yeah, and now, like, looking at what these Supreme Court dickheads are doing, they should have terms too.
Yeah. Like,
Senators, all politicians should have terms. You should keep owning that particular position for over 10, 15 years, man. Hell no.
what is it like?
That's why we're fucked up right now, because
Yeah.
all these guys are just seated, planted in there, rooted. You can't get them out because power corrupts, and they don't want to let go.
Now, who is it, the senators or the representatives that they get, once they get, elected or whatever, they get this certain pay for like the rest of their life, right? Isn't it like a fixed salary for the rest of their life?
That I
Wait,
don't know.
really?
That
think-
would be ridiculous if it was
Like,
true. though.
once they get, I think it's once they get paid, like once they get a certain salary for the rest of their life.
Yeah, because that's their shut the fuck up money.
Just
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
so
don't tell nothing.
pretty cush job
It
if you
goes
get
down.
it.
Yeah, if you could get it.
You can get it. I mean, so you understand why people get all nasty and trying to defend their shit or set up side shit. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
It's crabs in a pot, son.
dude.
But at the highest level. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Yeah. Pretty high right now, too.
I know. I took a little break. I'm like, I don't smoke like I used to. I took a long break when I had the baby. And when I started smoking again, I felt like I was in middle school. I took one hit, and I was like, whoa. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll do that.
Yeah.
Time away from it will make you feel like the first time you hit it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which
Especially
was
if
kind
it's
of
a good
fun.
shit.
I'm not going to lie. I was like, yo, I loved this break because it was like,
It puts you back.
Exactly.
Reset you.
yeah.
What were we going to say, Les?
I was just going to say, and smoking also, you don't want to be, you got the little one,
People do,
Oh, yeah.
though.
No.
People do.
Like-
This is the trippiest shit, right? We're doing that's not the trippiest shit, but at the time it was trippy to me. We were doing the Cypress Hill Smokeout. We were, I think, throwing the last one that we had done out there in San Bernardino at the Orange Show, right? And we had like the section where you could smoke, the consumption section, right? And I go in there like to say hello to some of the vendors and all this meet and greet type of thing, but I'm going to them. They're not coming.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And as I'm in there, I see this chick, and she's pregnant in that section, in the consumption section, and she's like nothing. And I'm like, did anyone bother to look at this woman's belly? Why? And then I thought, hey, it's a person's decision.
Yeah.
I can't, it's not something that I probably would have been comfortable with as the father.
Yeah.
But it's
But it was her decision, and I couldn't knock that. But I was like, wow, It blew me the fuck away.
No, some places they don't care. I went to Jamaica while I was pregnant, and I got off the plane, and I'm literally this big, and there's guys like, "You want some weed? You want some weed, man?" And I'm like, "I'm pregnant," and they're like, "It's okay, just don't drink the rum."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Wow.
That's their motto there in Jamaica.
That's what I was about to say. Like in your stomach, it's okay. Like if the kid's out, I'll be more talking about.
I
that.
hear you
Like,
there. I hear you
don't-
there.
What you got your kid here? Like,
you know,
Yeah.
like
understand? Like,
in this day and time, I wouldn't even trip off of it. You know what I mean? Because a person's choice is a person's choice. But it was just the craziest thing I had seen up to that point. You know, in terms of with the weed shit.
I
you
seen
know,
pregnant women that smoke weed all day.
Yeah, but I hadn't.
He said, "But I had it." He said,
Not till I saw that. You know, and I was
go.
like, it took me for a fucking loop, but I lived with it. It was cool. You know, all right, that's up to you. And I would imagine the baby came out healthy,
"Yeah."
and by her his or her mother's actions was baptized in smoke. So it's one of us.
I bet pothead moms' babies come out smarter than the other babies. That's my bet.
I would agree.
Listen, my kid is pretty smart. I'm just.
So there you go. I would agree.
She's like a little genius almost.
I'm not saying it's for every mom. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but at the time I was just shocked by it because that was new to me.
Yeah.
But I would imagine in the 60s, all the hippie chicks that got stoned when they had babies.
Oh,
they
for
probably kept smoking some weed here and there.
60s, 70s, definitely.
Yeah.
Listen, I grew up when I was a kid. They were still smoking cigarettes in the hospital. The doctor would come in with a cigarette.
Yeah, doctors was rolling in with a
like
cigarette.
when you're in the little room.
If they could do surgery with a cigarette.
They had ashtrays in there, and you could be smoking in the examination room.
I would imagine the nurse had to hold the doctor's cigarette while he was having surgery.
Yeah,
He
there was
so fucking nervous.
Yeah,
doing
doctors
this.
in surgery with ashtray over off the side.
Golden years.
Had one burning. I'll be back.
That's so funny.
I mean, I seen pregnant women drinking 40s back in the day.
Man, pregnant women.
That's
pregnant
wild.
women.
Smoking
That-
blunt.
I've seen that.
They
that
say-
part I've seen.
They say,
Yeah.
like, in the old days, like, all women, like, it was a normal thing for them to drink red wine while they were pregnant. I don't know if there was some sort of health thing that they said it was good for them or something,
Probably,
but
yeah.
it used to be a normal thing where almost all pregnant women would drink wine while they're pregnant.
But wine is, that's acceptable. Like,
But, like, a lot of
It's not
wine.
like
40
whiskey.
ounce.
They would drink a lot of wine.
All liquor.
Whiskey or like Henny
You remember-
shots and shit.
You remember back in the day, there was the crack babies. What happened to all the crack babies?
Oh, they're out there.
Oh, they're out there.
That's,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah,
not
it
a good,
is.
that's not a good thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Functionable too.
Yeah, they're out there.
Let's hope that there is much less
Yes,
because that is not a good thing.
that is not a good thing.
No, there's no crack babies that grew up and became better.
I would imagine there is a percentage
Gotta
of
be
them.
some, right?
I would imagine, but nobody takes the statistics on that because it's.
I'm sure there's a success story.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm just saying they can't be all.
That would be a good documentary.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But they don't want to tell you that because, I mean, it's not saying it's okay to do crack, but then, you're showing success stories from a crack baby. Mm-hmm. What are you really saying there?
I'm not
Yeah.
saying go
Okay
get
to
some
do
crack
yeah,
and have a
that-
baby.
But
Yeah.
that's the perception though. That
I know, of course,
would
some
get.
people would take that message when it's like really it should be like no, like you can overcome
Right.
obstacles even if you were born into a life
That's
like this.
that's
If you-
what I'm saying.
if
That's
you-
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
People won't get past the fact about the crack shit as opposed to the success story of it. Like I was born from crackhead parents
Yeah.
and I beat the odds. That should be the story everybody focuses on. Not you're saying it's okay to do crack.
Well, but the only reason I bring it up is because they fed us the story of the crackhead babies, but I've never heard of problems with crackhead babies though. Like, I don't know.
I mean, what I was gonna say is like, just because you're born a crackhead baby don't mean you're gonna do crack.
That's
That
what I'm
means-
saying.
That just means your parents
no,
did crack.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but the baby may develop health
How?
issues
Unless you
early-
feed
no,
them crack?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
How are they gonna-
Because that they're born of that, they might have health issues like
Yes.
like health conditions that came on from that,
I hate that.
you know.
Oh.
And some are addicted when they come out. Apparently,
They need a
You know what
hit.
I'm saying? I don't know if they need a hit, but
No.
I don't know if they need a hit less, but you know, their blood has the shit in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if their mothers were like, you know, using like consistently. You know what I mean? It's in their blood.
Feed them some crack milk.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. How did we get? I don't even know how we veered off.
Steph Tone brought the crack up.
No, again,
Stack tone in his crack.
again, I brought it up because that was a big deal back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You remember, like growing up, there was like wasn't even that long ago. There was that huge like paranoia of Zika. Like
they're-
everybody's gonna have little shrunken head babies.
Well,
you know what I mean?
they were trying to get women not to do crack.
But you ever seen a shrunken headed baby? No one. No one ever saw a
but
shrunken head.
that's different than a crackhead baby, though.
I'm just saying I don't.
Crackhead babies were definitely real.
They were.
They were real, but I'm just saying whatever the long term effects, I haven't seen a negative in regards to it.
But they don't show a negative or a positive.
Well, I'm just saying it wouldn't be hard to show the negative because the negative would just be someone else, another person becoming addicted to crack.
Yeah, but they're on to do negatives.
You know, but I mean, at best, you know, what I mean, you know, a teenager. By the time you're a teenager, you know about drugs.
I don't think crack is the epidemic it used to be. Now it's fentanyl, so they're not ever going to go backwards in the story like that.
Okay, this is my question though. Do people like they do fentanyl, like it's its own thing?
Yeah.
I think some people do, yeah.
What, like they like sniff it or something?
Don't know.
But it's
All
a,
sorts
what
of
is it,
ways.
like a painkiller, right?
But why would you do that if like they know it like kills people? That's what's the most confusing thing.
That's
to me.
that's the shit we all question. Like, you know,
Well, that's
people that-
heroin, that's cocaine, that's
people
all
speed.
drugs.
Well,
But,
no, I'm
like-
saying that when people like we know that they're cutting that shit with cocaine with fentanyl, and if you know that if you do more cocaine than you need to, or even just a little bit more, you could possibly be losing your life. It's motherfuckers will still do it.
Yeah.
Like the thrill of it, like fuck it, I'm gonna take the chance, and then the addiction of it, like they need their bump. You know, it's like a catch-22 for them. They're taking a chance every fucking time.
I don't do coke, but I gotta believe that even in that paradigm, there's people that are connoisseurs of great coke. They ain't gonna have none of that tainted coke. You know what I mean? So within those circles, those people aren't worrying about it. They living like they always been living with it. You know what I mean? Because they know they got good, clean.
Yeah, but
coke.
there's been connoisseurs of coke recently just overdosed. You know, died. So I don't think they can. You like, there's no possible way you know where your dealer is getting the fucking coke from. None of them really know, and if it's cut or not, because there's no kit for these guys. Ain't buying no kit.
And if it's in the
to
coke,
test their
then
coke.
if it's in the coke, then that means it's also on our cash. Because
Yeah.
the cash has always been known to have the coke residue on it.
True that.
Yeah, sure.
The dollar that they used to fucking sniff that shit, and if they die, that shit right there, if the officer touches it, most likely gonna have a fucking reaction.
Sniff your bills.
Just saying. It's World UFO Day today.
It is
Yeah, they got
I
they
love
got a
that.
day.
because I'm so into aliens.
Have you ever seen anything crazy, paranormal, anything?
Not really. No, my mom has this like crazy alien story. She's funny, but no, I haven't. And I just think it's weird though. I like since I was a little girl, I remember I'd always just like look up in the sky, and it's like this energy you feel like there's something out there. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel this energy like I don't know. I think there's aliens. I just think it's impossible for there to be, like, I watch these science shows about the galaxy and we're one galaxy and all these or like, you know, and I'm like, how can there be this much space and not other beings? There has to be.
There ain't.
There has to be. And now you heard about all these, did you hear about these these like things that are popping up, those monoliths?
Yeah, the monoliths. Yeah.
Okay, those are weird. Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Where and where they're popping up at.
Yeah, one was in Vegas, right?
Yeah,
in the middle of the
recent
desert.
one.
Middle of the desert.
And they
right?
say they're so heavy that like they're not movable.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
So what is that?
Wow.
not an art installation. Nobody went and sweated their ass off to go put
Yeah.
put an art piece up. You know?
That no one can get
It's
to.
Banksy.
Banksy and his squad of 100 guys went up
that's
there
so
and
funny.
popped that shit up there. Yeah, they got it World UFO Day. All right, out of
world.
like so many national days that they be having,
It's the world.
it's the world.
All around the world,
All
they're
around.
celebrating UFOs today.
Oh yeah,
That's tight.
And
UFOs
that's how you
are
know they're
real,
real too.
yeah.
Well, they are real.
They wouldn't give it a day if it wasn't.
I mean, there's stuff in the sky all the time that you can't identify it, so it's a UFO. That's what the
Yeah,
term
for sure.
is.
And in
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah,
They've been reporting them in the water.
the USO.
way back. Yeah. So they're we're definitely not the only shit out here.
No,
But none
can't
of
be.
but none of that means it came from anywhere else. But
Well, it possibly came from somewhere long time ago, and came and
Galaxies
settled
away.
here
In a galaxy.
millions of years ago. They ain't been here thousands. It's been millions of years.
Yeah.
I mean, they're finding pyramids that have been built longer than the ones in Egypt, like buried places, like and underwater. So they've been here for millions.
water.
Yeah, maybe they're deep in the ocean too. There's
Yeah.
like that theory.
And like towards the core of the earth, right? There's a lot of people believe that there's inner earth, right? So they think maybe they're chilling in there too. Who knows? There's a lot of theories. Don't know, but it's also National Disco Day. Do you got your John Travolta suit?
It's both on the same day.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's
right?
multiple things on one day on the national days. You'd be surprised on what people put money into and time and effort into making it National Day.
Yeah.
Like the other day, it was what, National Ginger Snap Day? The fuck is that?
I like ginger snaps.
That's
Not
cool.
cool, but
But that's
But a
so
ginger
random.
snap? Yeah.
why do they need to be recognized for a full national holiday?
I don't know. What was the craziest national holiday that we've had here so far? I mean, there's been a
You
lot
always
of them.
do say what they always are every
Yeah,
podcast?
because we're entertained by this
Yeah, it's- some of them are really
nonsensical shit.
It's National Brown Eye Day.
Yeah.
Wait, what? That's so...
Yeah.
That's a real day too?
No,
It
but
probably
but
will
know
be
it is,
now.
will
yeah.
be.
It was,
Just give it a
Give it a year, and this new shit will pop up. Like again, it's National Anisette Day. If you like drinking anisette,
What is that?
what's Anisette?
it's a liqueur, right? Am I right, Barry?
Yeah, I got it right here for you.
Francer.
National Anisette Day. I
Okay.
think it's an Italian liqueur.
Okay.
You know about this, Psycho Les? Anisette?
The mobsters, the gangsters,
Okay.
the mafiosos would drink some shit like that.
Hell yeah.
What it tastes like?
Sometime.
I don't know.
Tastes like black licorice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Disgusting.
So I don't like it. Yeah.
I hate black liquor.
Yeah.
I don't. Me neither. I can't fuck with licorice. Period.
Yeah, same. I've never liked it.
Yeah,
I like
no.
licorice, but
Good.
not black.
I've never liked licorice or popcorn, and like those are the most like popular things at the movies, and I'd always be like, no, like I don't want them, and people would think I'm weird.
I like both of them,
I don't
Popcorn,
like
man.
neither of them. I never have. Like
especially
Yeah.
at the theater. At the theater, you got got a pack of ropes, bucket of popcorn,
popcorn. Popcorn.
They both mess with your teeth. You know what I
fully
mean?
programmed.
Popcorn. I could do. I don't necessarily go out of my way for it. You know. I don't. It makes me like thirsty too
Yes.
quickly. You know. And nah.
And then it's stuck in your teeth.
All in
That
your
too.
That's the most annoying part. That's why I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, I always smell it and think I want it. And then that one time, I'm like, let me try a bite. And then I'm like, why did I do that, man? Why did I do it?
Yeah. Yeah. The only time I really dig the popcorn is when it's got that mix. Like if it's got that dark chocolate mix type of
Ooh,
shit, I can
yeah.
deal with it then. But
Or like caramel.
Caramel
Yeah.
drizzled.
Caramel corn's deep.
something like that, you know, I could deal with that.
Those are all good too.
Kettle
Yeah.
corn, too.
Kettle corn, yeah.
I don't like that kettle corn. That's bad.
Did y'all
I
see?
love that.
Did y'all see that shit on the news this morning? It was they had some crazy ass turbulence on the Air Europa flight.
Oh, no.
This dude, the turbulence was so bad, they had to pull his ass out of the luggage compartment on the overhead.
God damn.
Damn.
Do you got footage on that?
Yeah.
That's
One
crazy.
second here.
Oh, I don't know if I should watch this. I already get so much anxiety.
It's really
flying.
not that bad. They
It's
just
not
got the
that bad.
footage of the guy.
He got launched.
Oh,
That's funny.
he got launched, dude.
That, you know, if anything, Wear your seat belts, y'all, when you're in your seats, so you don't get launched.
How the heck I don't even believe that.
That's crazy, right?
That's super wild.
Like, how do you get launched
Damn.
like that?
Yeah, like how did he end up there? He didn't look like he was like.
The turbulence must have been crazy.
I mean, to end up there, like, no, like,
Yeah, a few people got injured from this.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
crazy turbulence, man.
Yeah, no.
Chanel, you been in any crazy flights or not?
Yeah, no, I've been on a couple with really bad turbulence, but not like that. Like I was like still in my seat.
Yeah, look at the seat.
Yeah, the seat twisted.
Because I'm like, if that guy flew up, I'm like, oh my gosh, if I didn't have my seatbelt on and was on that flight, like I would have went through the roof. There would have been a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, no.
That's wild.
That's why I don't be doing it no more.
Yeah, no, I get so scared. It's like it sucks. Like I picked a career where I do fly a lot too. So like
Yeah, that's the thing.
it's just I get anxiety. I didn't used to, but it's like, it's just math. Like the probabilities of something going wrong, the more flights you take, you know what I mean?
You don't have to keep doing it.
I do though. It's like I want to travel, and then it's like I just wish I could somehow teleport there and not have to deal with the flight.
That would be cool.
Be there
Teleportation.
instantly. Bam.
Bang.
there.
Right?
That'd be the
But
best.
that would have to mean that all your molecules break down and then reform.
That's the only
That
thing.
would be the crazy shit.
I always
Wait, did
Ain't
you
doing
just
that either.
explain teleportation?
Well, that's how they did it in Star Trek, I'm saying.
yeah, I was about to say. I always thought that by Star Trek. I said when as a kid, like when we get to the future, we're gonna be able to do this. We're gonna be able to teleport and just be somewhere on the other end of the world or whatever.
Nope.
And not yet.
Nah,
dude.
yeah. Maybe it is, but we haven't seen it.
It's coming. Everything
I'm
that
sure.
has been in the movies like since the 80s. Like remember in that movie, what was that movie? Total Recall.
Ain't no one
had,
gonna
like,
be the first one. to
They had
climb
like
with
the
no
first like
teleport.
FaceTime, in that movie.
Yeah.
And now look, we have FaceTime. It's like everything that was in these like futuristic movies back in the day, like it's now here.
The people in Hollywood, a lot of them have relationships with people in the military, and they'll spill shit to them. And this is why we see advanced stuff in movies before it comes out, and then we see it some years later when it comes out commercially into the world.
Yep.
And that's the truth of it.
You're right.
Politicians have been in the movies for a long time. They used to make propaganda films here. So, there's been relationships going back many years, and this is in every country. They all have that connection to their film and TV shit so that whenever they need to put a message out, whether it's blatant, upfront, or subliminal, suggestive, whatever.
They running all the same business.
Yeah.
So politics, Hollywood, everything is.
Yeah, I mean, like
All together.
this whole thing with the UFOs, like we talked about it for the last couple of years, saying it seems like they want to get people ready for, some sort of like admission to that there is other life here, right? And that's why you see so many shows about UFOs and aliens and documentaries, whereas before you wouldn't have seen this. They were trying
Yeah.
to shut everything down,
Yep.
or debunk it, discredit it, and all the shit. Now they're just hands off. Let these motherfuckers do it. the more they get used to it, when we say it, they'll be like, "I knew it," as opposed to, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because we're a culture of people that if they announced that to us without us being used to it, people would freak out. They'd be at the gun shops buying any kind of weaponry possible to defend or go after and hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you sort of have to ease this into the people's mind and conscious by allowing all these fucking shows to come about so that people are more open to the fact, maybe there is something else.
When it happens, you're already.
Yeah, you're already
so
like,
that when it happens, people are just not as crazy about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just gonna sit on my couch and accept it.
yeah, like I kind of figured this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just seen the movie.
I thought I saw something like 20 years back on this, on this
Yeah.
trip I was on. You start validating all this shit.
People
Trust-
of Earth, you are safe. This will never happen. You absolutely can never fear this.
Oh, you don't have to fear it anyway if it did happen, Steph.
I mean,
I'm
that's
just saying
what they
that's
want
why
to
they're
do
trying to get you used to the fact that there might be other life
They
here
like
that
keeping
ain't the same as us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They like keeping everybody in fear anyway.
Yeah, keep them off balance.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it do.
The
Hey,
royal.
I'm on a corporate TV show, so I'm just gonna. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I hear you.
It's gonna be right here.
You guys, hopefully I'm alive tomorrow.
We'll ride for you no matter what.
No, I'm just totally kidding. Totally joking.
MTV is all love.
Yeah.
No, MTV's low key. Like they're G's. I love MTV. I really
Hey,
do.
let me ask you this: as when you were with Ridiculousness, you never got any submissions like from paranormal shit. It was always like mostly physical nature stuff, right? Or did you get paranormal stuff?
I have no idea how they even find all these videos. I don't think people submit them. They
They find
literally
them,
go
right?
and just find them online, like people who have posted it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
Then they'd license it from
Yep.
them, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
Because I think that show sort of birthed a lot of the other shows that do that shit, but now they got the paranormal shows that like are specifically to that where they.
oh, there's a paranormal show like that.
Oh yeah, there's paranormal caught on tape is what they call it, and
I've
it's
seen it.
all based off of like entities in cribs that make things move or thrown across the room or any sort of shit like that, or like them showing UFOs that they've recorded or shot or whatever,
Oh, that's dope.
and it's all based off real footage. Supposedly, you can never
Okay,
really
but like all this
1000% know, but like it's supposedly based off of people's footage, unedited.
I want to
know,
watch. I want to watch because every time I see a clip that's like on TikTok about it, it's always like I'm like, what? The one time you had an alien there, you couldn't hold your phone still? Like, it's
Yeah.
like you were right there in front of them, just like hold your phone still. It's always like this like shaky video that like you can't see. And dude, we have really good phones these days.
Oh yeah,
We should be able to see a decent clip of something that like it's.
You think
We
you think you would be able to just stand there in front of an alien? Like,
I probably would die of a heart attack. I'm not joking. I'd be so scared. I'm scared of the dark. Like,
yeah.
We already all know it's real, though, because we already have our own highlight reel of the real things happening that we know happened because we all watched it happen.
Yeah, of entities,
Yeah, for sure.
spirits, whatever. Yeah, we know that for
Yeah,
sure.
we already know that's real.
Yeah, that cannot be. we don't question that ever
Cannot be denied.
because we've seen it,
the unknown.
the unknown.
And it happened twice to C minus.
It did, yeah.
That's the funny shit.
Had his hair
That-
flipped.
that's-
had that card flip.
Hey,
wait, what?
That's the funny shit is that like it's like because we got a spirit in here that does crazy things, but C minus and Aton are the only ones that felt. Well, you didn't even feel it. We had to see it. Like someone, we watched the show and screen captured it or recorded it, whatever, and sent it back and said, "Look, the old man was fucked," because we call him the old man. It was fucking with C minus, and it shows we're sitting there having a conversation. I think C minus hits the joint, and it's
twirling his hair.
twirling his hair in the background.
Braiding his hair.
Like, it's twirling my
Wait,
hair.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one, and
The
when
other
we
one-
were up there,
Doubt?
when we were doing the podcast upstairs, is when he was most active. He
Yeah.
actually kicked Aton in his knee.
Why doesn't the ghost like you?
Oh, he was
it was
cool with
Aton.
him.
No,
it was
he was cool with
Aton
me.
that got kicked.
No,
Oh,
Aton got kicked, and then
Killed the power on us on a few occasions.
Yeah, he killed the
oh,
power
just to
on us.
be like, haha, and he's a trip because he also like there was one time we were playing this card game, and I had put these cards down, and then as I put the card down, he pulled the card off it and moved it.
Show her the hair twirl.
It's crazy.
Fury. I know
Please
you have.
show me. I'm like dying to see this.
All right, so I got
hair.
the.
But
let's-
even the can with
Oh, the can with the
Can,
Godfather.
yeah.
Yeah. Here
Yeah,
it goes.
with
Check it out.
Godfather.
There goes, look.
look at his hair.
What the?
Oh,
You sure that wasn't just wind or something?
There's
No,
no
there was
wind.
There's no wind.
in there.
There's no wind up there.
Look at
yeah. By the end of the show, you had your hair
You
braided.
saw that card lift up, right?
yeah.
The wind didn't do that.
The wind
There
did
was
do-
no
Oh,
wind.
that is like the craziest thing ever.
I don't have special effects, and he didn't even see that happen.
None of us did.
Show the
Yeah.
can with Godfather.
Who was that?
Wait. Okay, I need more. I want to see more.
This is the best one.
this.
That was you again?
Yeah.
Yo, I think you're a magician, B. You playing games.
Hey, no, the one with Aton, the one,
He's playing games.
the one with Aton at his desk was even more trippier than the Godfather one. We just happened to catch the Godfather one on the air, right? But with Aton, he was sitting there. He had one of those big water bottles that he drunk it all the way. There was no condensation. It was totally dry, and he's sitting there typing something, and it just here it goes right here.
Look at him noticing it too.
Oh my God.
The look of him noticing that.
Analyze it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the air doesn't blow in here.
Yeah, not that
to do that.
heavy.
No,
no
I
way.
mean, and air wouldn't blow like a bottle just to like.
But
go
you know
like
what?
That.
The water.
Oh, here goes the can.
So here's Godfather's can. It's right here. You'll see it moving.
Yeah, watch how far this
Hold
goes.
on here.
Look at the table. It's dry.
Here it is.
Bubba was pointing it out.
The can's moving towards Godfather.
Oh man.
Because he was calling it out.
Yeah, he kept
He
calling
kept
the
calling
spirit
it out.
But it kept moving.
That's crazy.
When was the very first time that you guys discovered the spirit?
It was in this other room, in the green room, right? We used to have a little dab bar there. And this one homie that used to work here with us came in complaining about one of the other guys. Real negative shit he was saying. And all of a sudden, a lighter came flying off the shelf, bounced towards him, and it landed on the floor, and it was spinning like right there next to him. And I noticed what it was off top, because a lighter, if it's going to fall off a shelf, it's going to fall downwards. It's not going to arc over to you. And nobody had bumped that wall. There wasn't an earthquake. There was no reason that the lighter should have came off the shelf and hit all the way over here.
Yeah.
It flew.
Right. So that was the first time I noticed it. And I noticed, he was talking shit. So I said, hey, stop talking shit, because whatever is in here don't like the shit you're talking. Stop it. Right. And we didn't see anything after that, but I knew something was in here, right? So the next time, it was probably a few weeks later, that same guy came talking the same shit about that same guy. And at that point, his necklace that he was wearing, he had a little thin gold chain with the glass piece that was worth about $5,000. Some artist gave it to him, and he was talking shit. And I was sitting there like looking at him like, you're fucking up, dude. Like, why are you talking shit? And then before you know it, boom, his chain popped out of nowhere.
That's wild.
Glass falls down on the ground, and it's spinning just like the lighter was right next to him. The piece that was still together and not shattered like the rest of it, it was right there spinning right next to him. I said, stop talking shit, because whatever is in here don't like the shit you are talking. And shortly after, he got fired. But
So there's that.
we came to notice that the energy in here doesn't like bad energy.
Yeah.
And he'll let us know when that is. And then when
he probably likes my energy.
yeah,
He's not gonna pop up.
nah, he ain't gonna pop up. And if he does,
got
he'll
good
just
energy.
want to show you he's here. Like, hey, I'm
Like,
right
hey,
here.
I'm right here.
Yeah, that's how it
That's
goes.
funny.
He's cool.
Now
We're
I'm
not-
like waiting for something to move around me.
Yeah, nobody's here's afraid of him. Although we've encountered him a couple times, at night when there was nobody else in here but one person and shit. We've all had our times. I was in here one time after everybody left. No, I came in here early actually, and I was out here on the our set, I would say. And in the kitchen, I hear the cabinet slam. Bam! I thought maybe Pedro or somebody showed up. Like, yo, I'm in here. Nobody answers. I go in there. There ain't nobody in there. The cabinet just slammed it fucking self.
Yeah,
And then
that's real.
the most recent one, when we were all gone. We were on tour doing shows, but our security camera
Lights.
caught our lights going off and on in our front hallway when you walk in, and our one of our supply doors
The water
opened itself.
The closet, yeah.
Yeah, the closet just opened itself. In this closet, you need to like
twist it
and open it. And even if you don't, it doesn't just open
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
And sure enough, we saw it. The front of the office lit up. Here it goes right here. See our guys
I
leaving.
love how
for the
you
night.
guys have like video evidence of all of it.
Oh, we're on our shit. See that? How it just opened?
Wait. Oh my gosh.
And that light that goes off. Our guy's gone.
Show the video though. You can't show. Yeah.
That is the video.
That is it.
It's like clips like that.
Yo, that's like the scariest one. That's like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. So that's
You guys can make your own version of that, and you know that movie made that guy a lot of money.
yeah. We got.
He's
some
like a
footage
guest
in
on
here.
Shark Tank now. The billionaire who or he's a millionaire, or whatever. I don't know who made Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
What
for
you
real?
don't see is that water got
Falling.
flung out of the closet when this door opened.
yeah?
It just doesn't. You can't see it clearly, but like when the door opens, some water, like 2 bottles of water, come out of it, and the light flickers on in the candle all the way to the right. Like he turns off the lights before he goes out, and he's already gone at this point.
Damn.
See how the candle
Yeah.
was way up?
Candles lit up too, right?
Lit, fam.
See how it's brighter there?
Yep.
Right there. At that
Right
point.
there.
That's so. I love
Hey,
that you guys
what's a
have all
trip
this
is
on
that
camera.
is it the candle and the light in the hallway lit up at the same time. Did you notice that?
Yeah. That's what
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we deal with down here.
Just
Welcome.
ghosts.
Yeah. Paranormal shit. Hey guys, did you know it is the birthday of the legendary Tony Touch? Happy birthday, Tony Touch.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, gee.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to the legend. It is did you know it is also the birthday of the legendary Moni Love,
Yes.
born
Moni in
on
the
this
middle.
day in 1970. She's born in the middle.
Where's she at?
In the middle.
Yeah, Moni was like one of the first ones to give us our first break, like made a beat for her album and everything. So
And Moni had
Shout out.
bars too. Like her style and flip, it was like that, like wordy and a lot of syllables and like compacted style. She got bars, man.
Bars.
She don't get enough flowers.
it's for sure.
Did you know? On this day in 1991, leaders of the new school dropped A Future Without a Past.
Yes.
Classic.
Legendary, classic shit.
Classic material.
Just another case of that
PTA. Yeah. Did you know? On this day in 1991, Slick Rick dropped The Ruler's Back.
The roller's back.
Yup.
Good one.
One of the greatest.
I was 3 when that came out.
He was born into
Your
the-
moms was rocking to it. Probably.
Yup, probably. I would not doubt it. Hey, this guy is one of the greatest storytellers, if not the greatest storyteller in hip hop.
Agreed.
No one did it better. Did you know? On this day in 1996, Nas dropped It Was Written, another classic.
Queens.
Yup.
QB.
And did you know? On this day in 2011, Kendrick Lamar dropped Section 80.
Yep. First record. They not like us. Dude, that's
Oh,
Man.
They Not Like Us. That's like my favorite song right
Did you see what was going down with Rick Ross and his bodyguard?
Yo.
Oh man, his
Heard
bodyguard got rolled.
dude. He's
What
great.
happened?
They decided they were in Vancouver and they decided to play the Kendrick song, and they're in Canada. They love them some Drake, Canada. You know what I mean? And they did not take that disrespect, and
They sure didn't.
they stepped to Rick Ross, and his bodyguard got rolled up.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah, it was. And they were telling him, "You ain't gonna just come in our city and disrespect, motherfucker." All this, all that shit. And you can't.
You can, but this is
You can, but this is the consequences of it right here. This is this Rick,
because right here he's gonna get like kind of like Kelly Glaze.
You can't go into somebody else's city. You don't got the numbers. You know what I mean? Let alone, you're in Miami. You're from Miami.
Who's the bodyguard? This little guy?
He took a shot on him, and then the bodyguard comes and tries to do his job, and then he gets, he puts his paws on somebody, and they start packing him,
Bam,
son.
look at him.
They're like, you ain't just going to come over here with that shit.
Damn.
Oh, it ain't over. It ain't over. That's his bodyguard right there on the ground right there that they're giving it to.
Damn.
Look at that.
Oh, dude.
His bodyguard paid the price for that shit, man.
What's like the arena security doing?
They're watching and not getting involved because they don't want to get splashed by the fucking mob, son.
And they just keep hitting him and kicking him.
They don't want the mob rolling on them. Yeah.
Where's Rick Ross? He's probably in the back.
Exposed.
Probably ran off.
Nah, he was there, but he was exposed. They could have rolled his ass up too while they were rolling his bodyguard up. He had no protection.
Damn.
He better
You
bodyguard.
cannot get into a beef that you're not a part of and then like go to the other side and like try to ride in their neighborhood with you don't got the numbers. You just don't.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't matter how many dudes you have riding with you that night. You're in the city where homies like revered.
I know. I bet Drake is not like feeling it right now because it's like doesn't he like live here in LA?
Yeah, he got
he sold his
he
crib.
got to worry about shit like this too. Like if someone says, "Well, hey, you live out here and you can't be disrespecting our boy over here. You're gonna have to fucking roll back to Canada." That would be bullshit. But
Right.
like that's the type of shit that happens when it gets like this. When it gets to shit like that,
Yeah.
they got to put a got to put a Band-Aid on this before it becomes a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, it was hella entertaining. Not the beat down, the music
Yeah.
that came from it. All right,
Just to be clear.
just to be clear. All right, it's time for submissions. Let's go.
What?
Submissions.
All right, big shout to Snacks. He's bicking it.
He's bicking it,
Look at him.
being boo as always.
In the summertime, dude.
All right, so I just got this sent in. We got Bart's Barbecue here with the shot collar on.
Oh,
What?
He put on OG's collar, and I guess they shocked him.
Oh, he's been a bad boy, huh?
Wow.
So,
What's going on here?
into it, huh?
It's getting freaky.
They, wait. Aton shocked him?
Yep.
Shock me.
What was that, 100? No, that was 60. Yeah, okay, let's not do 100.
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, 60 makes you twitch. What was that, 100?
Wow.
Yeah, okay, let's not do 100.
Of course, Aton would want to shock Bart's. Of course he would. Mr. Bart's. Is this the 100 shock? Is this
Period.
Dude, that's the best.
You shocked him like 5 times.
That's amazing. Can we watch that again?
What a dick. Aton wouldn't even put that belt on himself. He wouldn't even put it on himself.
Yeah, because somebody will go 100 on him.
We
Don't
should-
give
we
me the
should put it-
control. All right.
I just want to see that.
Let the dog push the button.
Let the dog push the button, tap the button on Aton.
I feel bad when people put those on dogs. We tried one on our dog one time, and it was like when I was little, it didn't even work. He just kept barking, and then it just hurts him
Yeah.
Yeah.
every time they bark. You know?
Aton will let his dog bark till he's in submission. Huh. Sorry, Aton. Next.
Our boy Alex is saying, Yo, B, you're talking about Roger Waters, his show the other day. And he's saying, I saw them in Dallas last year.
Oh, yeah, the wall. Did you see the wall? Is that what you did? Yeah, he saw the wall. What's cool is that they build the wall while they're projecting onto the wall. Then they break the wall down.
There's the pig.
There goes the pig. He's a drone now. They used to carry him around on these rods until it got away on him.
Yeah, he got away once, I think.
It was at the Hollywood Bowl.
He flew away.
He fucking flew away on him. He's like, fuck y'all.
He's like, deuces, homie.
Now they control the pig.
Start playing, I want to be free.
It was a little mini blimp.
Yeah, little mini pig blimp.
Ow!
That's a sad looking pig, though.
It's like dark side.
It looks like he's tripping balls.
He's like, unlimited.
It's like a good concert to do that.
Yeah, that's what a great production piece.
That is a great production piece.
See, I'll go watch that show.
I wonder how much that costs to put into the show.
More in insurance than it does the actual piece itself.
Yeah, that's
For
probably
sure.
true. Yeah, so if it falls on anyone, they'll get.
Damn, that's a concussion.
But I mean, you know, it's a drone on a blimp.
It's not gonna kill anyone.
No,
Hey, it
but
hurt.
someone will
If the
complain.
like one little part that's like the drone in there hits them in the head.
Yeah.
But somebody will act like they got killed.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Damn.
Because their lawyer will tell them to do just that. I need you to go to therapy.
Yep.
I need you to like really sell this.
Yeah,
You gotta cry.
You got to cry,
a lot.
and you got to act like you're traumatized by this. You could never go to another show again because
Until you get your money, and then you can go have a good time again.
then you could, put the show on yourself. All right.
Mike Phillips is saying, yo, this would be Bart's Barbecue and Trace if they did a collab, the Smash Burger Pancake.
Ooh.
Oh, that.
Oh my God, cholesterol.
I don't know, man.
To quote Ice Cube, cholesterol. I think, yeah.
Yeah, this is me. Yeah.
It's like double stacked. It's like pancake patty, pancake patty, pancake.
And syrup and all that too.
Yeah,
And
I would.
cheese.
I would just do the
One
two
leg.
pancakes in the patty in the middle and try that. And there's no need for this double stack shit. But I see where you went because it's very artful.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
the fat boy.
Cheese
burger.
and honey drip.
I don't know how that honey with the cheese and the burger's gonna go.
C minus. I wonder the same goddamn thing.
I see
That's
bacon
fair.
in there, right? Bacon.
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
I could see bacon living in that because bacon would go
right
with
here,
the
look.
honey. Yeah.
It was.
I would say replace the beef with sausage. That'd probably be better.
Of course, you like sausage.
Ah, damn, Bolton.
You fell into that one.
You walked
I
right
back Colton on that one. That would
Yeah,
definitely be.
but for joke's sake, we're leaving that on
Yes.
Colton.
We'll cut it out.
No, it would be great. It'd be like the ultimate pancake sandwich if you could do that. You know, with the sausage, so it's more breakfasty.
Yeah, for sure. But I would try it with
Burger?
with the burger patty. Why not?
Why not? Sure.
But yes, the sausage patty would go better.
Looks like it's gonna be a sticky.
Oh,
I would do a
so
turkey
many.
sausage.
Yeah.
I would do a turkey sausage patty.
And that's gonna be in sections too. You're gonna eat that.
You
in
gotta
sections.
eat it with a
You're not-
fork.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like it's better just like cut it all up.
Cut it up.
Just, like mix it up and take bites.
Yeah.
That is.
Too hard to hold.
Yeah. You trying to eat that whole shit yourself? That's a lot.
I'll give it a go though.
I know you would.
That's why I love McGriddles. The McGriddle is perfect.
It's a cool little sandwich.
I just speaking of the McGriddle, I just saw this video and I can't remember where I saw it, but it was like a funny news thing about like some McDonald's just closed down and like how this like town was like outraged.
Oh,
And I was like, yo, it's just McDonald's. Like the people were literally like upset. Like this is where I get my morning coffee every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, is this real or did they pay these people to come on the news and like act like they're this upset about McDonald's closing down?
that's a good question because it could be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there are people that are addicted to that fucking McDonald's coffee and that breakfast combo and all that shit. Now it's gone. And there would be people complaining about that.
They
but
were sad. Like, I'm not joking. There was like one old lady that was like literally like, this is where I got my coffee every day.
yeah.
Now I have to go to Coffee Bean or Pete's.
Yeah.
And she said it like she hates Coffee Bean and Pete's.
Well, yeah. You know what's crazy? Because about McDonald's is that like anybody that drinks coffee will tell you that their coffee was really good.
They'll tell you that right
Their iced
now. It's
coffee is
still good.
decent. Yeah.
We got 2 McDonald's in San Pedro, and both of those lines are out the parking lot every day in the morning. People love that morning kick from McDonald's.
Yeah, that McDonald's.
And I would agree. I think that the best meal McDonald's got is the breakfast meal.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right. I'll stamp that. Let's go.
Our boy OG Tone is saying nothing but positivity and immaculate vibes to the Dr. Greenthumb crew. Y'all inspired me to buy and get on that bike again.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. We're gonna be putting together some rides, some Be Real TV rides. So stay tuned, and
See, it is mad low.
if you got a 1-speed, come
Right?
come
Am I
get down.
like,
It's dope.
Some people like riding low, but you should ride like the seat should be at where your hip is.
legs start hurting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that red line. He's all good right there.
he is
got the
good.
Depends
flat cranks
how
on
long
there.
your legs are or something.
Yeah.
What kind of pedals are on there? I can't tell. Look like. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, those got to go.
Stock pedals.
Shin
yeah.
eaters.
Yeah.
Just
well,
throw those away.
most of the pedals now you're gonna get are shin eaters, but those are ugly right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
and if you're too heavy for those pedals, which I am, they fold right the fuck up. You don't even got to be jumping on anything. Like for me, if I use those pedals, because I did on my Race Inc. bike when we went on tour this last time, I had those same pedals and they just warped on me. I was like, fuck, what?
Yeah.
So I upgraded them when I got home. But yeah, upgrade your
yeah.
pedals, baby. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, get yourself some nice platform pedals.
Yeah.
Plastic
No, not plastic.
pedals.
I use plastic. I like plastic ones. A little bit lighter.
I can't do it. Mm-mm. All right.
Our boy Mike is saying, yo, I was partying this weekend and my friend Warren had to tap out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warren.
Warm, bro.
It's a champion.
Yeah.
You are the champion.
He's on his own couch of comfort right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We've all been in that position. Come on.
He was just having
Many
a great
times.
time, man.
And sometimes not by choice. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes not by choice. We've been in this position for.
True. It just happens.
Yeah, there's every one of us. We got a homie that got some good pictures of us.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. When I was in high school, I was like the stoner friend that would always fall asleep. They'd be like, she's asleep again. Wake her ass up.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always
Everybody has one. We have.
Oh, yeah.
every party you go to, there's always somebody sleeping in
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
somewhere in the corner.
We
But
used to
then I
have,
got past it though. I feel like I just like smoked enough to like get past, and then I just became like an energetic smoker.
That's
We're
what
training.
happens.
You know what I mean?
You were in training.
Yeah.
That's what happens. We used to have a dude that used to operate upstairs in the treehouse named Roz dude, and he'd get so blown out. You would take him to a club, and you would find him asleep in a club somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But after he got his tolerance up, that didn't happen to him.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
And then he had the highest tolerance of all.
And then,
Yeah,
he had the
dude.
highest tolerance of all, for sure.
Smoke everything.
Yeah. Salute to Roz dude. All right, next up.
We got Grant saying how I celebrated Canada Day yesterday, and today is my birthday, 43 today.
Sporty 43, all right. He's sporty 3.
43, man.
Yeah. Rocking with,
Oh,
he's rocking into the portal.
Yeah, take it easy on that.
For real.
Yeah, remember the other day we thought, is this a small portion or is this portion huge, right? And it turned out to be, this dude showed this like amount that he said he was going to take for the weekend, right? We're like, that looks like a lot. Right? And we're like, put it in your hand so that we could see, because it could be that the picture is making it look like it's more than it is.
Yeah.
But when he
just
put it
like we thought.
but when he put it in his hand, it looked like we thought exactly. It covered his whole goddamn hand. We're like, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You're gonna do that over the course of a weekend by yourself?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
and put your weed away. You don't even need to waste your weed. Just save that until
Yes.
after you're done with your trip, and then when you come back, you can enjoy your flower. But if you're just gonna waste it.
I would say roll 1 or 2 because you're gonna just want it there for sport. Because you smoke, and if you're
Sure.
a smoker, you're gonna want it there.
That makes
But hide your bag from yourself and don't waste your weed, because guess what? You may taste the weed, but you're not gonna feel the high from it. You're gonna be too fucking, shroomed out to feel the high from the weed. It's just a fact. Anybody says different, they're tripping. And if they've done mushrooms, and if they're on mushrooms while they're telling you this, they're tripping.
The first time I did mushrooms was by accident,
By accident.
and it was scary.
How did
We
it
were
happen
on
by accident?
pizza at a party,
Oh.
and so I'm like, I'm stoned, so I'm like, I see the pizza, I go straight to it. I'm like, ooh, and I'm like munching, like I had like 2 whole slices, and then like my friend's like, did you just eat that pizza? And I'm like, Yeah, why? Oh my God, that was the pizza with the shrew.
Oh,
Guys,
man.
We went on a party bus to a party that night, and this is the funniest part. The bus was in the parking lot outside of like the event for like 40 minutes. And I'm like, yo, when are we going to get there? And they're like, dude, the bus has been stopped. We're in the parking lot. I'm like, I thought we were still moving.
I've been there.
man.
I've done
Yeah.
that.
Hell yeah.
That was
Fun
the first
times.
time I did
Been there.
shrew.
So you had a good time.
It was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting.
See,
It started to get a little scary.
That'll happen, especially if you're the only one in your group that's tripping. If no one else is tripping with you, it sort of makes it hard because there's no connection.
Yeah.
You just gotta, be led by a bunch of people that are, not in the same,
Yeah.
on the same plane as you are at that point.
Yo, I remember back in the days being at this party and it was a birthday party, so they had the cake. Everybody ate that shit. Yo, everybody,
Done deal, huh?
At the end, it was like everybody's having a great time, like laughing all night.
Yeah.
They sprinkled Molly all over the cake.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oops.
I was like, these motherfuckers is crazy.
got you.
Wow.
That's why I try not to consume too many things at someone else's party. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
For real.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned fast that those things are not for me. I'm just
It was fun.
weed.
Yeah. Same here.
I'm a tiny person, so like these things affect me.
Fast.
Microdose. You would enjoy microdose.
Yeah. Microdose.
Okay, that's what people have told me.
Yeah.
All right.
That seems to be it for submissions.
Thank you for your submissions. Keep them coming to brealtvcontest@gmail.com. And we put them on. We're about to open up doors to the Insane Asylum. But first, make sure you stay locked in. We got the mix coming up after this. Psycho Les and myself on the 1s and 2s. Check us out on Be Real TV 2. We don't rock it here because, we get flagged for all the songs. But check it out on Be Real TV 2. And Twitch, B_Real TV. Is the place, and if you're a member of the home site, you can watch the mix there, www.bereal.tv. We will make it happen. Come check it out. Now, if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we want to hear it. Let's go.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got Ryan asking Chanel, can you talk to us more about the change from TV to streaming? Did any big changes happen to your career because of the streaming services?
Not yet. Not yet. I have a new TV show coming out, so I do worry about that a little bit because, I myself don't really watch that much cable TV. I mostly watch stuff on streaming, so I'm excited to see what happens. Let's see. I think that there's still enough really dedicated MTV watchers who have cable, and a lot of people do stream MTV through Hulu. So yeah, I think we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Hopefully, the streaming world doesn't knock me out of business.
I don't think so. I think MTV is still strong with their viewership.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, they are they have a very just niche, dedicated. It's like people really people I'd say from definitely millennials and up.
Yeah.
Like from 30 to 50. Really, that's who's watching MTV. They don't even care about making shows for Gen Z because they're not watching MTV.
Yeah.
They didn't grow up on it like we did.
Yeah, they're streaming everything.
Also, you shouldn't be mad at streaming because they're still watching you.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Your show is still blowing up.
It just has to catch up though, the ratings.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, of course.
on cable, everybody watches that night it airs, but then they might not watch it on streaming until way later.
Yeah, they catch it later.
Hey, congrats on getting the show because streamers wish they had a show.
Thank you
For
so
real.
much. Yeah, no, thank you so much.
I mean, those will be considered in our world bootleggers, right?
But streamers,
Yeah. No.
maybe independents.
Yeah, independent for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Our
All
boy
right.
Matt is asking, hey, just want to say thank you, Chanel, for being on the show today. It's awesome to see that you're doing well. God bless and salute.
Oh,
And-
thank you.
And he's asking, by chance, do you know what happened to the Wine and Weed podcast with Stilo Brim?
That's a great question. I don't know. I have no idea why Sterling stopped doing it. He's doing music now, and and he's doing like I think like other film projects and stuff. So he probably just got too busy for it. I would think. I don't know. And he has a stepson. I don't know. Maybe I feel like some of these things stop people from doing that stuff because he filmed it at his house. I don't know though. I can't speak for Sterling, but I did love his podcast. It was really funny. The episode we did was hilarious.
Christopher's asking Chanel, did you learn any submissions from Chuck Liddell or attend one of his workouts? What was it like having him on the podcast?
No, I didn't learn anything about fighting from Chuck, but I learned that he's just he's a sweet, good guy. He literally had come to do our podcast from flying back to visit a friend who I believe had just like recovered from cancer, and he went to like go like do something for their kids' sports thing, and yeah, he was a really like super cool guy, and yeah, it was kind of cool to see that like some of these like fighters who like have this very like almost like scary persona, like he's like a teddy bear. He's literally such a sweet guy, so that's cool to see that people aren't always like what
they appear to be.
They appear to be. Yeah.
Yo, he's the man too.
Yeah.
He's so nice.
Liddell, yeah.
He's really cool.
He used to have some good fights.
Yeah, when you think about how cool of a dude he is, but he was knocking people straight out in the ring or in the octagon. That shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Salute.
Wally G is saying, yo, I wish you could buy THC gummies and other edibles at the movies.
One day it might be available, but I don't think they'll, maybe it has to be in an all-adult theater because they don't want no kids, like getting mixed up.
Hey, man, bring your own gummies.
Yeah, bring your own.
I mean,
There's that.
There's
that. Or take the gummies before you go in.
Hello.
I'm not gonna lie, he might have just come up with a little business plan.
Yep.
An adult movie theater here in LA where it's like legal to like maybe like even smoke in there.
consume.
And all the candy is like edibles.
Yep.
Ooh. Everybody's gonna fall asleep and not watch the movie.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say.
That's all right. You could buy the optional run it back ticket.
Yep.
So when you wake up,
When you wake
catching
up.
it at the start again.
The
Great
optional
idea.
run it back ticket. That's
Great
a great idea, Steph. The usher comes and wakes you up. Hey,
Wake
Round
you up with
two.
food.
second round is code. Wake up.
Order some drinks too.
Yeah, you get some food sent to you real
It
quick.
just turns into a party.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, if you buy a certain amount of like the edibles or munchies, they automatically give you the run it back ticket because they know you're gonna fall
Yep,
asleep.
they know you're gonna fall asleep.
Double feature.
Yup, you get the double just off GP.
That's funny.
All right.
Martine is saying, huge shout to Chanel and Be Real. Speaking of UFOs, we got away Billy Carson to get him on the show.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Who's Billy Carson? Why do I feel like I?
Daily Carson, that's MTV classic.
No, that's Carson Daly.
Hey,
I was like,
He's
huh?
on the new. He does the news now for
Yeah.
like CBS or NBC or something.
Where's he from though? Like, what's?
New York.
Oh, okay.
He was in New York, and I think he stood in New York. But
he is the man. That
we're talking about somebody else.
Carson
there.
Daly, yeah.
Right?
I just got it twisted.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Something Carson.
Carson,
Carson.
Billy Carson.
Billy Carson.
Oh,
Really?
Who's Billy Carson?
I'm getting this guy right here on Google, Billy Carson.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
okay.
he was. I just seen him. Yeah, he was talking about all kinds. This guy's deep.
Yeah.
He's deep.
Yeah, we got to have him up here.
And I think
he's-
Psycho
he's
Les was talking about this guy.
Yeah, Carson
Carson
Daly.
Daly, yeah, that's two different
Dude.
people,
What
dude.
the heck? That doesn't even
Yeah.
look like him.
Yeah.
They did him dirty with that first picture right there.
To think
they
he
did.
started with TRL.
You
know
said
what
he
I'm
was
Yeah.
doing something now, though, right?
saying? Yeah, he does the news segments with NBC, I believe.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, he's still in the game. Like deep though.
Making
He's like the
moves.
original Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
Like him and
Yeah, he's like the MTV Seacrest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
like him and like Stryker always seem to be out and about.
He's hip hop.
Seacrest-
He's
Se-
hip hop though.
Seacrest left that shit to be the Dick Clark of this time.
Ooh,
right
he
now.
sure did.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
he's
That guy
doing all-
works so much. I'm like, how are you alive? Like,
Yeah.
he's literally like always doing something.
He's got all these different production companies, and he's just constantly keeping.
Well, the
it
Kardashians is where he really blew
He
up.
blew it up. Yeah,
That was the smartest move he ever made.
true that. That's still making him money.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Salute to the crest. All right.
We got, let's see, Tall Boy saying, just like Demolition Man, they're talking about putting prisoners on computers to serve their time. I can see them programming as well.
Oh wow.
That's what he's
That was
saying
the
in the super
Demolition
chat.
Man. I gotta rewatch that.
Word up. Oh, and Utah Hawk says Wheel of Fortune is going. Ryan Seacrest now.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's right. He is doing it.
he's taking that shit over
As he should.
as he should.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. What's his name? Dude's done. He did his last show some weeks back.
Pat
Sajak?
Sajak?
Pat Sajak, yes. I think Vanna's still there though.
Legend.
Is she?
Ajax.
Yeah, she
I
should
hope
let
so.
go
She's
too
not,
though.
she's not sticking around with
Yeah,
that.
she
Pat,
is.
she?
She wants to stay there, but I mean,
Man.
she should
Wait.
just let Seacrest bring in.
Did you
someone
guys
else.
talk about that clip from Wheel of Fortune recently where the person guessed the thing? Did you see that?
I did see that.
And they like guessed something like hella sexual, and it was like, no, that's not what the sentence is. Like,
Yeah.
why would that be the
Hey,
sentence
he,
on friggin'?
he had the want to get away face after everybody was sort of clowning him on that.
Why did I
Want to
do
get
this?
away?
It was funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, that's the crazy shit that happened there. It was this one.
Yeah, look.
It's just a picture, but
Oh, it's
yeah,
just a
yeah.
picture.
Look.
What was it? What was it that he said though?
Yeah, right in the butt.
Oh yeah, he said
Right in-
yeah, or
Right
like
in the butt.
was it no? Because it can't be right because it's only 4. So it was something in the butt.
Doing it in the butt.
And he said it, and then they were like, "What?"
Oh man, I mean, dude has heard everything. Right?
He sure has.
All right.
All right, next in here we got Braggy B saying, "Dope Chanel West Coast is wearing sunglasses. She fits right in at the table."
Snaps
Thank
right
you.
in.
I love my sunglasses. I always got sunglasses on. Sometimes I forget that I like have them on because I wear them a lot. I have sensitive eyes.
I feel you on that.
Thanks.
Yeah, but we're surrounded by lights too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's
True
okay.
that.
And smoke.
And
Yeah. Sometimes I sleep with mine. No.
Take a
just too
shower.
cool.
Take a shower. Mine.
Sleeping with glasses on is nice shade.
I have before in like a bright hotel room. I was like, "Where are my glasses?"
People
can't-
do
I
that
can't-
when they doing a suntan if they forget their glasses are on and they get
Yep.
that little raccoon deal.
I can't front. Like people ask me, you know about the shades. I'm like, it's great wearing shades. Like you could talk to me. I don't even got to pay attention to you. I could be with my eyes closed, just getting rest or
He's
looking
taking
at somebody else. And that's what I do all day. Like,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Literally just
Come
taking
on.
a nap.
yeah, I don't want to look at you. Just look at my face.
Yeah.
James T is saying, "Yo, B, my boy was born 4 weeks ago, and I'm looking forward to seeing Cypress Hill at the Royal Albert Hall next week."
Come on.
Damn.
Let's go.
It's amazing.
Suited and booted. Wear a suit proper. All right.
Bring it.
That way we're not the only ones. Thanks.
And let's see, Aaron is saying, "Loyalty, love, and respect from Levin, New Zealand. Shout to the homie Snacks, giving us that eep."
All right. Salute to y'all watching in New Zealand.
And Just Jay is saying, "Chanel, you and ridiculousness have gotten me through many difficult years. I buy the seasons. I laugh along with you for years and years. Thank you so much."
Big time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Watch my new TV show. I hope that makes you happy too.
And Ryan's asking, "What are some of your favorite MTV shows to watch when growing up?"
Oh man, growing up there was so many. I definitely was a fan of like the cartoons, like Beavis and Butthead, Daria.
Hell yeah.
I loved those shows, and I loved the Celebrity Death Match. I thought it was so
Oh, that
funny.
was great.
Yeah, it was
I've
great.
always liked funny stuff, so all those shows, and I always watched all the Real Worlds. I watched the Making the Bands. I really loved Making the Band when I was a teenager. That didn't age well, but
No
oops.
Diddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. MTV Cribs, Pimp My Ride. I mean, really, I grew up on MTV. It's only right that that's where I am.
We all did.
They figured it out.
Yeah.
You know, where all the other stations stood what they had normally been marketing and promoting and trying to get our, parents and generation before them. Well, MTV was locked into a new generation. They were going to be dedicated to that
Yeah.
Yo,
and making programming for that.
One of my favorite shows that they took it off. I don't know why, but Yo Mama, when they used to be
Oh, yeah.
dissing,
Oh, yeah.
like
With
snapping
Wil-
on
with-
each other.
with
Yo
Wilmer.
Mama. Yeah.
Oh my
Very-
god!
Yeah.
I almost forgot about them. I loved that one too.
That
And
was a good
Punked.
one.
What am I saying? Punked, of
Punk
course,
was
too.
a good one. Oh man.
There's
Yeah,
so
like
many.
it could be said that Wilmer with Yo Mama was like sort of doing what eventually Nick Cannon starts doing with Wildin' Out.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
the
but
precursor
Nick
to that.
is on some other level.
George Perez is.
Nick's like the Black Ryan Seacrest.
Yes.
He really is. They
Yeah, he
both work
is.
so much that it's like he's hosting a million shows.
They're on
he has
everything.
Yes, I did Nick's podcast. Shout out to Nick, or it's like a live stream thing too.
Yeah.
It's in the first episode of my show, and it was like at like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or something, and I was like, wait, what? You do it this early? Like, and then if you go straight from that to do like Wildin' Out, and I'm like, dude, when does he sleep? Like,
And he's got all them kids.
no, he's a go-getter. I don't think he smokes weed.
He probably goes to sleep at
He ain't smoking no weed.
probably goes to sleep at midnight, wakes up at 1.
No,
and
he's
starts
one of those
all-
people. Yeah, like
and starts it all over again.
Oh yeah.
I could never. I'm a 8 hours sleep person.
Yeah, I need 7 for me.
It's 7 for sure.
Have to have 7 at least. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in a pretty foul mood.
I could do 6, but the beauty sleep is for real. Like after 8 hours, I look good. 6 hours is
There you
like
go.
she's looking a little tired today.
That's right. Hey, get your sleep, y'all. Don't be depriving
Yeah.
yourself
Rest.
of sleep. You need the rest.
Yep.
And no matter how hard you grind, find time. Next.
Emily's asking, didn't DJ Paul guest star on Ridiculousness?
Did DJ Paul?
I think he did.
He might have. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Paul. That's the homie. I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah.
And she's also asking, who was your favorite guest?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard. We've had like a million. I mean, there's been a lot of like really so many great guests. I mean, I'm gonna just say a few. Definitely Snoop. He was so funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He was so funny. And Caesar Milan, because we brought our dogs that day, and it was just a really funny scenario. He basically could not cure my dog. My dog is just crazy.
I've seen him take a couple of L's.
Yeah, I was like, I thought that this guy was gonna come like wave a magic wand, and then Wheezy was just gonna be the best dog, and no, he was still terrible. So, oh my gosh, and then Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child. I grew up like doing Destiny's Child and a bunch of talent shows. So she was like, you know, we've had a lot of big artists, but like she's somebody I grew up really listening to, and so I literally got emotional seeing her. I'm like, I performed Destiny's Child in like 4 talent shows, and I'm like, you're like an inspiration to me. And so she was super cool. And she even told me Beyonce's a fan of the show, which like made my life.
Oh,
so
that's dope.
That's cool.
yeah, there's been so many people. I feel like I'm gonna like leave out people now who I really loved. Mac Miller, rest in peace.
Peace.
In peace.
He was he was on the show like twice actually.
Yeah.
Was it twice or 3 times? He was so funny. Rob was like, "Oh, you got to come back." Yeah, it's been a lot of people. There's like over 1,000 episodes.
Wow. It's had a great run.
Yeah,
And it's still running.
it's still running. I'm just not on it anymore.
Well, you know, you got your own one to put on your shoulders. It's going to be great.
Yes, thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Andy B shot me and saying, yo, getting a lot of weed trimming done right now watching this episode. Thank you to Be Real.
All right.
Love
Glad you
that.
could kill the time with us, you know.
I was the best at trimming back in the day. Just saying.
Oh, shit.
It's like a bike. It don't go away.
Yeah, don't go away.
And Sick is saying, yo, they need to bring back Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think
Forgot about that.
they did something, right? It's on one of the streaming services, whoever owns MTV, and there is a
Paramount.
Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but it's like a new take, I guess.
I haven't seen that, but they do have like I think 3 seasons of the old Yo MTV Raps complete with the videos.
Yeah.
So you can go back and like rewatch it. I haven't seen the new one though. I just know the old ones.
Oh, they got 2 seasons right here so far.
Oh, 2 seasons. There you go.
They'll probably add the third.
Who's hosting it?
It's Fat Five Freddy.
Five
For
Freddy?
the old one.
It's the original ones, but
Yeah.
there was a new one that they were doing.
That's crazy.
I don't know if they're putting that up too, but I mean,
That's cool.
I don't know.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they brought it back.
Yeah.
But it's how they bring it back, depending on if it's gonna be dope or not.
Yeah, sometimes when they try to do reboots, it's like, why did you do this?
Yeah.
Should have just left it.
Yeah, because the music selection and the artists
Just
that they
come with
might
something
pick,
new.
you know. But then again, you know, it's not our generation watching MTV for this shit anymore. It's a completely different generation, so they got to keep that in mind in bringing it back.
Yeah.
No matter what it meant to us It's like it's new eyeballs and ears. They're serving us ours by putting the 3 old school seasons up there. But whatever they might bring back ain't gonna be what it used to be. Obviously, things have evolved and changed since that time. But we'll see. We'll see. They always find an interesting way to do things. So we'll see what MTV does. It's their platform. It's their property. So I think they'll do something cool with it. All right.
Yoki is saying, statistically speaking, Chanel, I think you have one of the most famous laughs in the world.
Thank you.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if that is a statistic, like a real statistic, but I guess so. Yeah, ridiculousness is on everywhere.
They recognize the laugh.
That's honestly like I'll go out looking like shit to do my errands. I'm at like Target, like trying to stay low key, and if I like get on a phone call or something, as soon as somebody hears me talk or especially laugh, they'll be like, Chanel?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love that you couldn't recognize my face because I look that bad right now. But no, yeah, it's like my voice, I think it's ironic. I love that this person brought this up. Thank you so much. I think it's ironic that I'm more known for TV than my music because my voice is literally the more recognizable like thing about me from what I realized. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you think you could trademark it, like your voice?
That's an interesting thing. Somebody told me to like do that with my laugh. Oh gosh, like can somebody else like somehow do that? Because now I just said it and I'm worried I'm gonna go home and somebody's gonna have trademarked my laugh.
No, because it's
your
signature to your character. It's your essence that comes out in your laugh. You know?
Yeah.
That's why people love it. You know,
Thank
they
you.
recognize you. That's how. That's an identifier.
Thank you. Yeah, I did. It's so like growing up, I've always had this laugh. I watched little kid videos of me, and like as a baby, it was like the same laugh, but like in a tiny voice. And it's so weird though. I never knew till I was on TV, and now like friends from high school, they're like, "Oh man, you always had that laugh." I remember I used to be like, "Her laugh's so funny," and I'm like, "Nobody ever told me." Like, what do you mean? I'm like, "What are you talking about? Are you guys just trying to jump on the bandwagon?"
It's the bandwagon.
Oh, yeah. It was always your laugh, you know.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Oh, again.
Oh yeah.
You're really good at killing flies.
I'm fast.
It's like I've never seen somebody like every try, just like boom, they're dead.
I've been missing it. Like,
I'm lightning fast.
Yeah, that was cool. You know,
I'm slow.
it's Karate Kid,
Flies
right?
like-
We
Reflexes. All right.
Senor Smoker saying, Chanel, I still have your daily high club bong.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, you're like a real fan. I love that.
Did people trip out when they found out you were like a certified real stoner?
So it's funny. I have to be honest. Shout out to Miley Cyrus for making me come forward as my true self. I didn't really talk about it a lot. I always kind of kept it to myself. And then I remember Miley was out here wilding, just like smoking on, and I was like, yo, chill, bitch. I was smoking when you were like 4, okay? Like I was like, hold up, let me show people who I am, because I grew up in LA. Like I was friends with like some of the first people to like grow OG Kush. Like I was like in the weed game, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I think it's time to come forward. And as it was becoming more accepted, you know, because it wasn't like super mainstream accepted before.
Yeah.
So as it was becoming more accepted, I was like, hold up, let me come forward and let people know. And people were, I think, like happy about it.
Yeah.
I think I have a strong stoner fan base.
I would imagine so, because a lot of the stoners are like sitting there watching ridiculousness,
Yeah.
like high as fuck, laughing their ass.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
They're a great fan base.
Yeah.
Period.
And Rob, he's mad funny too.
He's so funny. I used to be a big fan of Rob and Big before I had even met Rob. And like same, I'd like get high and be like, let's watch Rob and Big. Like it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. Salute to Rob.
Yeah.
Because of big, that's why we all riding these big bikes.
True that.
It's true.
Word up.
All right, get ready for this one. We got Megan saying, Piece of the Asylum, Treehouse, and Table. Chanel, loved you on Ridiculousness. Good luck on your new show. I'd love to hear a moment of chaos with Chanel.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Okay, so you know they be asking for things.
Yes.
And one of them is this thing called moment of chaos, where we all just sort of talk at the same time, saying random shit, whatever is on your mind.
Yeah, but all at once.
All at once.
Oh,
And
okay.
it goes for a moment. It's a crazy release.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you ready, Steph? Ready over there?
So we just start talking.
We just start talking.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Man, I was
Here is
always
your
thinking
mother.
this
This bag right here, I'm about to
Yes.
pop off my
Yes.
phone. Then I'm gonna get that
Yes.
smack.
I hope you like
That
shit.
is
What you
my worst
asked
enemy.
for.
Is the spice of everything.
Hell yeah. Put them on the glass.
And then do you like decipher like later, like what each person
try
said?
it.
Someone should try. We've never tried, but
Well,
I would.
Oh, that would be a fun game. Like
That
if
would-
somebody, there's got to be one little genius out there who does like the freaking what do you call it?
Rubik's
The
Cube,
Rubik's
yeah.
Cube. That's like I know exactly what all of them said.
I would imagine there is somebody who could totally tap into
I
what
bet
everybody
there is.
if they listen to it over and over.
Yeah.
Right? Like depending on how many times and they key into everybody's tone of their voice. You could get it. It's just a matter of concentration you could put behind it. I don't have the patience for the concentration on that. That would have to be someone else.
for sure.
Dr. Greenthumb Nerd.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yeah,
what we
man.
need.
Yes. And then we'll hire that person to come work here. All right, next one.
Big shout out to Ceaseless. Thank you so much for your donation. We got Wally G saying, "Yo, happy at Tua's Day to ya."
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's blowing up. She just
I'm actually surprised we haven't talked about this girl yet.
We are now.
we are now. We're here.
Dude, this is like, it's like I actually commented on her page. I was like, yo, I want to get you on my podcast. I saw she's in the studio now.
With
like,
Shaq, right? She's doing something with Shaq right now.
dude,
Yeah,
I don't-
Shaq, yeah.
No, she's just been meeting like everybody.
Everybody.
That's cool.
It was sort of like the Dogface moment. When Dogface went viral for doing the Fleetwood Mac thing, everybody like started to get with Dogface. Like he started getting, and salute to my brother Dogface.
Yo, I love Dogface.
Dogface is cool.
It like sort of shined a moment on him, and hey, he walked through all the doors as he should have. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he's still getting opportunities out there. She's having her moment with
Oh my
with
God.
that shit.
It's a moment.
Yeah.
It's a moment, because the moment that happened, everybody was trying to find out. Okay, who is she? We got to get her.
She was
on.
hiding for a little bit. I think she was super embarrassed at first, but then she realized, hold on, I'm kind of popping because of this.
She's really popping.
She was a kindergarten teacher, right?
So that's what, I don't know. Some people are saying she looks a little young to me, but I guess, you could be a kindergarten teacher young.
Yeah.
I heard teacher working at a daycare or something.
Oh,
like
daycare.
That.
There you go. Okay.
Daycare work. Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh man, that would suck to get fired because of that. But
Yeah,
especially if you
but-
really love working with kids.
But
like-
now she's got a bunch of opportunities popping.
oh
so-
my God, she's selling hats, and people are saying that they want her to just hock Tua in a jar, and they're gonna pay for it.
Oh man,
Straight up.
that you had to figure that was coming. Shit like that.
This is America.
This is America. So like when they were at Taylor Swift's concert, like down here at
That's crazy.
the new spot, SoFi. People were trying to like get bags of air and sell that. Like, oh, she breathed this air.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Like, fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, shit like that.
She burped
People
into
do
the bag.
ridiculous shit like that.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure there's some creeps on OnlyFans paying for that type of stuff.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
She ain't lying. That's why she's coming up.
Yeah.
You know what though? Like that's what I loved about the clip. I have to be real. So it's like, and I hate anybody because I saw comments and stuff, and I hate like, oh, she's such a hoe, and then like all the comments on the Shaq post were pretty funny. It was like Shaq Tua, and like people were like, somebody said she would die of dehydration trying to spit on that thing. And the comments were like really funny, but also like insinuating that she's just got to be a hoe or a slut. And it's like, yo, she just said like some real shit that like, that could be in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're doing that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so that's what I loved about it. It was just a very like real, authentic moment, and she was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
You
was
know what I mean?
hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I loved it.
She confirmed she is 21 years old and she wasn't a teacher or a daycare worker. She worked at a spring factory.
Oh.
A spring factory.
Spring
Employed as
factory.
a spring factory worker.
Okay,
Oh.
now she's getting better jobs now.
Hell yeah. Good for
Better
her.
job.
Good for her.
She came up. She came
Getting
up.
out of that spring factory tomorrow.
She hocked to it
Hocked
herself out the game.
Yep. All right, you got any more?
That seems to be it.
All right, we want to thank you for your interactions. and your time and your positive energy that you bring to the show, because y'all are a part of it as much as we are here. Thank you very much. And thank you to Chanel West Coast.
Thank you for having me. I love coming here. I'll come like whenever.
Oh, you got it. Yes, absolutely.
And you got to come on my
I
podcast
am.
too. It's at my house because I'm lazy and I was like, I'm not going anywhere else.
I feel you.
I'm like, set it up in my living room.
I will do it.
Thank
We'll
you.
set
Yeah,
it up and I'll come down there. But hey, yeah, anytime you got time to come sit in with us.
I'm down. Yeah,
Hell
let's
yeah.
do it. Let's
Well-
do it. Make it like a. I'll pop by like every couple months or something.
There we go. I like that. We all heard
Cool.
it.
Yeah.
It's a deal. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Oh man, I mean, shout out to MTV
Yeah.
because we talked about them a
Salute.
lot. I got a new show coming out on MTV. Shout out to MTV. Watch the West Coast Hustle, July 18th. If you don't have cable, you could stream it on Hulu, and you can watch the first 3 episodes on MTV.com for free.
Hey, but we want them ratings, so go check it out
Please.
direct.
We need them.
You know what I'm saying? C minus.
Shout out to everyone here at the table. Chanel, pleasure
Aw,
once
thank
again.
you.
Strong Tone, Psycholeezy, the Treehouse crew. Shout out to everyone, Dom, Ray, and Bolton. Shout out to Dro. Shout out to Aton. Shout out to everyone in Baco that's dealing with this triple-digit weather. I know it's going to get super hot over the next week or two. Just everyone stay hydrated and stay as cool as possible. I love you, Mom. I'm glad you got the cooler working and everything. So I'm just really stoked. And yeah, everyone have a good one, and I'll see you soon. What up?
Yo, shout out everybody on the chat, checking us out, hanging out with us. Thank you, Chanel, for coming through.
Thank you, guys.
Hanging out. Whole Dr. Greenthumb squad, you know how we putting it down. It's Tuesday. Get ready for that mix right after the show. And also, if you're on the IG, follow me, Psycho Less Official.
Shout out the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout out to the Dominator. Shout out to Chanel for coming through. And also, it's a B Movie tonight with Eric Bobo in the Insane Asylum Discord.
All right.
That's going to be at 7 p.m., hosted by Bobo, so check it out.
Steph Tone.
Yo. Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, Chanel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
B, C minus, Psycholeezy, Bolton, Ray at Morning Shot Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, the Dominator, Aton, Pedro, Javi Lopez, E-Zone, Cali Blaze, all y'all in the Asylum, Twitch War, Discord. Y'all have a great week. Catch you on Friday.
Oh, shout out to Dean Carr, too. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where I got my start in this business. You guys both happen to have videos by him.
Hell yeah.
It's a small world, so shout out to him.
Manifest something positive. Swallow that.